Well, there you have it. And most disturbing is the fact that causes of deaths and injuries when these tankers crash are not actually because of the accident, but because of, due to scooping and siphoning activities the people engage in. Our correspondent, Oyeyemi Ajayi, tells us more about the preventive measures that should be taken when such incident occurs.
A typical scenario that happens mostly when a tanker falls. To these people, it's an opportunity to scoop and siphon spilled fuel, thinking it's manna from heaven. But it's actually a ticking time bomb just by one strike. Let's focus on this video and just imagine a spark of fire. Then your guess is as good as mine. This is just one out of many other instances, though for these people, they were quite lucky enough to be alive. But for many others, the tale lives on without them. The 26th of April 2024, a tank crash at Abuja on Eleme River State involving 70 vehicles killed 5 people. 8th September, the same year at the Pai, Niger State, there was a similar issue which involved 4 vehicles and 49 people lost their lives. 13th of October was another black day, especially in Lagos State, where a tanker crashed involving 3 vehicles and 1 motorcycle, claimed 6 lives. The most disturbing was on the 16th of October in Jigawa State, where a crashed tanker exploded after scooping activities by the villagers ignited an inferno, killing almost 200 people. Over 90% of the victims were young Nigerians who would have contributed to the economic growth of the nation. Recently, the Niger State explosion that killed scores of people, leaving many others injured. The locals had rushed to the scene with generators to siphon fuel from the tanker, hence triggering the explosion.
So what we do, no matter how little a crash is, we must do crash investigation. We have done for the previous one, like especially the one for Jigawa, Magia, look at the report here, seal. Here we submitted to our supervisor, the Secretary to the Government of Federation, as we are directed, and government is making process to implement all the recommendations. So we are waiting for that. So look at the report. It's not that we don't do, when we are directed to do report, it's not that we don't do, we have done it. And you can see that it was October. It was done, seal. So we normally do crash investigation, and even this one that just happened last Saturday in Mina, we are on the process. We have done the preliminary investigation. We are trying to conclude. And then we also have this collaboration with the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau.
In the face of strict certification of tanker drivers and proper inspection of trucks and vehicles, it has been discovered that bigger tanks have been constructed to the trucks, hence compromising the safety standards of the articulated trucks for fuel haulage, aside the fact that most of the trucks that get involved in crashes do not belong to any organization, association or unions.
The primary cause is the crash, but then it wasn't at that time that we were losing lives. It was secondary, aftermath of it, when people gathered to say that we want to scoop fuel. Probably because of the importance of fuel now.
It should also be noted that with a 5 to 10 minutes quick response time of officers to the accident scenes, the crowd sometimes hinder quick intervention, hence delay evacuation, condoning the areas and aversion of explosion, which means that many of these explosions could have been prevented if emergency officers are allowed to do their jobs.
That's why now we are partnering with fire service. We have already spoken, and we are coming together, fire service and NEMA, and we are coming together to see that at least wherever we have FRC zebra point, we should have also a fire service point, so that if such incidents happen, while FRC is there to condone, the police to provide security, fire service will be there to also be able to protect that fire doesn't occur. Safety first.
Experts believe that there is the need to increase campaigns and education against fuel scooping and siphon, extolling the risk inherent in order to ensure no one is hurt nor made to pay any price with their lives. And as it is said, once a tanker crashes, people there should run far away from the location, safe enough to make calls to concerned emergency agencies. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.